Good morning and welcome to morning coffee. Got my coffee ready to go. Oh, how are we doing? Chris, welcome. Apologies for the late start. I needed crap. Simple as that. Steph, welcome. That sun's coming in. It's in the way a little bit, isn't it? Let's do that. That's a bit better, I suppose. So, what we're going to talk about today. Obviously, I tend to talk about my own depression. Munchkin, off you fuck. Wyatt, welcome. What's the plan today? I've not really got any plans. I will be going out for a walk a little bit later on. I'll be taking the dog out and probably do a small video for Facebook and Instagram. I've not really got any other plans than that today. Why not? I don't know. I just not thought about it. It's still too early for me to decide what I'm going to do because I have not had my morning coffee yet. What's the matter, Marley? What's the matter? You're a good boy. Bye, Munchkin. Steph, you just got back from Fiji. Nice. Yeah, Chris, I don't have the patience for dickheads, to be fair. So where do we start? Today seems to be a pretty good day. I'm making an early judgment on that. Yesterday I was waiting for a package. My package arrived, HHC hash. And I said that I'd give it a go and see if it helps me sleep. So I did. I tried it last night and yes, it did help me sleep. So yeah, it was delayed in the post for some reason. I don't know why. It is what it is. The HHC hash is, it's legal. It is not the same as cannabis. It has had the, is it THC removed? So it is basically CBD. Did it work? Yes, it did. I got a good night's sleep. I was not awake till 3 o'clock in the morning. It was quite refreshing. Was there any other effects to it? Not really. I did not get high from using it. So I'm quite happy with that and I will probably use it again. If you've seen any of my videos or you've caught any of my lives before, you will know that I generally sit awake in bed until around 3 o'clock in the morning. Last night I did not. last night. I was asleep before midnight, which is a first. I've not done that in many, 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 many nights, weeks, even maybe even months. So yeah, that was good. Chris, I didn't call you a dickhead, mate. I was calling somebody else. I was talking to Munchkin, Throbbing Munchkin, because he was just being a dick. Why did I call him a dickhead? I don't remember. He said something. I've hidden the message now, but it is what it is. Chris, welcome to the channel. Feel free to ask questions. That is what I'm here for. Yesterday's live feed went absolutely mental. I had, in the space of an hour, almost 1,100 views, which was fantastic. Lots of people got involved, which is even better. That's what I want. I want people to get involved. This isn't about me. It is about depression. It is about anxiety. Yes, I talk about how depression and anxiety affects me, but the whole point of me doing so is to help you guys. If you listening to me and how I deal with my issues helps you, then I'm doing what I want to do. So yes, that is the plan. Chris, what is your question?
You see my car keys?
No?
See you there.
See you later. So, what do we start with today? Yeah, like I said, I received my package yesterday. I'm still waiting on my microphones, actually. I'm going to have to chase them up. I ordered them first. I ordered them about a week ago, and they've still not arrived, which isn't good. They will be quite handy when I get them. But yeah, my package yesterday was HHC hash, not illegal, not cannabis. It is CBD. It is in resin form. I gave it a go. I got a good night's sleep. I was asleep before midnight. Unheard of for me. It doesn't normally happen. Normally I sit in bed and I have so many things going round in my mind that I can't sleep, and it takes so much time for my meds to kick in that I take in on an evening. So by the time they actually kick in, it's 3 o'clock in the morning, and then I can probably force myself to lay down and fall asleep. Until that happens, I've got my mind's just racing. I've got so many questions going through my head, and it's questions that don't matter, questions that are not important, thoughts that are a waste of time. But there's nothing that stops it. Until last night, I tried the hash, and it was almost as like someone had flicked a switch, and all them thoughts, all them questions, all the things that normally go through my head just went away. I was completely chilled out, and it was fantastic. I loved it. There's no high from it. So it looks like I found a new way to fall asleep at night. Yeah. Get in the comments, guys. Let's have a chat and see where we can take today's live feed. Double click your screen, subscribe, click like, and let's get the word out there. Depression and anxiety, how does it affect you? I'm having a good day today. Why am I having a good day? I don't know. I'm feeling alert. I'm not stressing yet. Hopefully it will stay that way. 22 viewers. Welcome, guys. Click subscribe, get in the comments, let me know where you're from, say hello. Does depression affect you? How does it affect you? What do you do to deal with some of the issues that comes with depression and anxiety? Anxiety is one that I used to suffer from quite badly. I would have panic attacks when I left the house. Since I've moved house, I don't have them the same because I now live in the middle of nowhere. I'm surrounded by fields and it's lovely. So yeah, get in the comments. Let's have a chat. It's a little bit quieter today than it was yesterday. Yesterday was very busy. The chat just kept going and going and going. I like that. It was quite hard for me to keep up, to be honest. I'm quite new to YouTube, quite new to doing any kind of videos. Steph, yes, I smoke. Disclaimer, smoking is bad for your health. Do not do it. It does say on my video, not for children. I'm an adult. I'm talking about adult things. What else can I say? What else can I say? Welcome back, Chris. Is there a delay, mate? Steph, are you an adult? Are you a child? If you're a child, I don't think that this is really the channel for you. I'm not. I can't say that I don't want children to watch this. However, I do smoke, yes. I do swear. I have no other bad habits than that, I don't think. But you may think differently. Do I pick my nose now and then? Yeah. I was a little bit delayed this morning. I was probably 5 minutes late getting started. Why was I late? Because I slept better. Carol, good morning. Thanks for joining. How are you, my love? Are you all right? Oh, so this morning, it's not very warm outside. It's a little bit chilly actually. But it's a bit cloudy, but we've still got a bit of blue sky out there. So that'll make my daily walk a little bit better. The dog loves it. He absolutely loves it. He gets all excited the moment I go upstairs to get dressed after I've done my live feed. He follows me upstairs, I get cleaned up and get dressed. The moment I put my jacket on, he goes absolutely nuts. He knows it's time to go for a WALK. I think he can spell that word now. He absolutely loves going out. 18 viewers, get in the comments, guys. Double click and subscribe. Let's get the word out there. We talk about depression and anxiety. Why do we do it? We want to raise awareness and beat the stigma. Talking about depression and anxiety does not make you weak, despite what you have been told growing up. It's a strength that many people need to find to open up. You could just start a conversation with a friend, pick up the phone, talk to somebody. You don't have to talk about how you're feeling. You don't have to talk about depression. You don't have to talk about anxiety. When you're feeling at your lowest, that conversation can completely change your whole outlook on the day. Why does it change? Because at least you know somebody there who might listen to you. It doesn't mean that they're listening to your issues about depression. It just means that they are being a friend. And that is important. That's what we need. I only really talk to my wife. Why? Because it's all I want to do. I don't want to talk to anyone else about it. There are other people that understand that I could talk to. My daughter, she understands wholeheartedly. She completely understands all of the situations that come with depression and anxiety. However, I would rather not put any pressure on her to deal with her old man's misery. I try not to involve my children in the situation with my depression. It's hard for them. I got a phone call about 2 weeks ago from my eldest daughter. She'd seen one of my videos, and she was phoning up to say that she knows how much it affects me, but when she saw my video of me on a bad day, because I did make a promise that when I started to do this, that I would put out my good days and my bad days. I won't just try and, hide away from the bad days. I want to hide away from the bad days, but let's see what that is, because for some reason my chat has frozen. Bear with me. Loads of comments. However, my chat froze and I didn't see any of them. To be honest, some of them I'm glad that I didn't see. Let's see what we got. Yeah, really. But bear with me, guys, bear with me. CBD for hair growth. No, not for hair growth. RT Fawcett. Hash is good therapy. Hash did help me get sleep last night. S. Vision, if you're still here, hash is a band-aid to your problem. Exercise would be more beneficial. Yes, I get exercise daily, thank you, and it doesn't stop the problems with everything going through my mind at once when I go to bed. Derek O'Brien or Brian, what are your life circumstances? My issues that cause my depression stem back a long way. However, my current issues are about. So in December, I lost my dad. He passed away, and it sent me on a downward spiral. I couldn't cope. So it seemed to get worse and worse and worse and worse. Please bear with me. I'm trying to catch up on all these messages. Top G, boo-hoo, buddy, man up. Telling someone with depression to man up. You've got no idea, pal. No idea. Ninja, welcome. Mathematics, yeah, I'm sitting here in my robe. It is what it is. Jim H, take the robe off. No, thank you. Samuel, chamomile tea. I can't drink tea, mate. I can't stand the stuff. But it may help others. So, yeah. I'm still trying to catch up. Rowan McDowell, you wanker. Yeah, thanks, mate. Pum, 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 pum. Okay, I think I'm caught up. I think. Space. A jolt of adrenaline. Yeah, a fright. Something like that. That can be a bit of a help at times, but it only lasts for a few seconds, I suppose. Let me think now. What is it that helps me? Laughing helps. When I sit and have a conversation about crap, talk to the wife about something really silly. It does help. It helps massively. It's really good. Skank. Yeah, that makes sense. But you can get away from it. You can beat it. There is a stigma that comes with depression and anxiety where you feel that you are weak by talking about it. You're not weak. Talking about it is a strength. Time, ice baths. Yeah, not for me. I do not do cold very well. Chikwado, am I saying that right? I have these depression. PPD. I'm broke. My dad was really hard on me growing up, and I hated my mother's husband at that time. Used to beat me daily. He'd give me a couple of whacks here and there every day if I didn't do what he wanted me to do instantly. Skin, yes. I spent a lot of time alone when I lived alone before I got married. My wife and I didn't live together until we got married. And I spent a lot of time alone, and I do quite enjoy my own company. I can sort of get lost in things that I enjoy. I tend not to do that so much these days. I do play a game online on my phone called Total Battle. Total Battle. Morning coffee. I enjoy that. However, since my dad passed away in December, I've struggled to be able to concentrate on it. I've struggled to be able to focus. Focus is something that I really struggle with at the moment since this, I'll say, bout of depression hit me. I have suffered with depression for a long time. I generally keep it in check. Work was a massive part of me keeping it in check. However, since I closed my company down coming up 3 years ago now, it's been a killer, really. It's been really difficult to deal with everything. I had to close it down for medical reasons and health reasons. Do I miss being at work? Yes, I miss work massively. I can understand that. It does affect so many women. And I don't know how I can offer advice on that, really. It's not something that I've had to deal with personally for obvious reasons. But I can imagine how difficult it can be. Medication is a good help with that. I have obviously seen other people that suffer with it. Space. Having a job does not make it go away. Having a job that you enjoy, why do these people insist on coming on here and talking crap about stuff that isn't even remotely related to depression and anxiety? Why do I want to find Islam? Sorry, where was I? Sorry, got completely distracted by that message. It's gone. And so is the person that left it. Perplexed, thank you. Very true. I've lost so many years to depression and anxiety, and it's horrible. Click subscribe, guys. We've got loads of viewers. Double click your screen, double tap your screen. Let's get the word out there. The more people that subscribe, like, share, comment, the more people I can help. And why is that? Because the algorithm likes to use all of these things to get your videos out there to other people. I'm not doing this to become internet famous. I'm doing this to help you guys. Steph, good morning. Depression is indeed a bitch. Does smoking reduce depression? No, I just have a bad habit. I don't drink. I don't do drugs. I did try hash last night. It was CBD hash, not marijuana. And I had the best night's sleep that I've had in months. So, yeah, I thought I would give it a try. It arrived yesterday morning. I've been waiting and waiting and waiting for days for it, and it arrived yesterday morning. I tried it. I had a good night's sleep. I was asleep before midnight. And I'm actually feeling quite refreshed this morning. Nolan, yes and no. All of those things are correct in some respect. Toby, good morning. I hope you're all right, mate. Yes, all of those things to some respect, but it is a chemical imbalance, and dealing with it is really difficult. Yeah, I don't do politics. I don't do religion. Can I talk about Transformers? I do enjoy Transformers, actually. Sad, and I grown adult, and I like watching Transformers. But no, I'd rather not get into Transformers. Steph, yeah, that's the whole point of beating the stigma. Men are brought up to not talk about their problems because we're men. It makes us look weak. It's all bollocks, isn't it? It doesn't make you look weak. Talking about your problems, talking about your depression, talking about anxiety, it is a strength. And you talking about it may just help somebody else. Richie, good morning. Luke, 90% of what? I wouldn't say that men suffer with depression and anxiety more so than women, but it is harder for men to talk about it. 90% of people don't care about your life or your problems. The other 10% are happy that your life is turned into shit. No, I completely disagree with you, Luke. My life has been difficult. I've had a hard life. I had a hard childhood. I've had a few bad relationships that have all been a factor. But talking about it does help. Talking about it does alleviate some of your problems a little bit. Loads of comments coming in. That's what I like to see. Double tap that screen, guys. Subscribe. The more you subscribe, the more we can get word out there. Proud American. Let's not get into politics here, please, mate. Take care. Bye. Richie, thank you. Panic attacks are horrible. The first time I had a panic attack, I thought I was having a heart attack. I shit myself, honestly. I really did. And the more I thought, shit, I'm having a heart attack, the worse it got. It was horrible. I never wanted to feel that again. And then I ran home. I rang my wife and explained it to her. And yeah, I tried going out again, and I got to about the same spot, and the same thing happened, and I realised that, oh shit, I'm having panic attacks. It's not a heart attack at all. Just a realist? No, I don't think so, mate. No disrespect to you whatsoever. Maybe that is the people around you rather than you. I tend not to be around people that show so much negativity. I cut myself off. Davey, hi. J-Mop, reconnecting in what respect, buddy? Motivation is a hard thing to do. I find that my dog motivates me because he makes me go for a walk with him every day. He forces me to go out the door. Nolan, for some maybe, for myself not so much. I am quite happy to be alone. Being alone is my safe space. Davey, exactly. I am, if I don't answer all of your questions, I apologise. I'm trying to keep up. I'm pretty new to this. I've only been doing it a few weeks, and I'll be honest, me doing this has helped me quite a lot. His dog walks about with a clipboard. My dog walks about eating sheep shit. He's obsessed with sheep shit. Just listen to Alan Watts and you'll be fine. Who's Alan Watts? Let me know where you're from, guys, as well. That would be helpful. Davey, I think you're just taking a piss, are you? Orkney, yeah. Okay, I thought you were taking the piss for a second. We seem to get a lot of Scots on here, actually. In the Austria now, pan smoking weed. Nice. I don't recommend smoking weed, but if it helps you, so be it. I find that people I've met that do. Oh, we've got a mass hole. Welcome. I have a couple of friends in Massive Two Tits. Not yet. I've not had a shower. I've not brushed my teeth. I've not done anything. I literally got up, put this on, and came downstairs to start this. I muted it. I turned the camera off. I went for a shit. I came back. Mr. Boston's a dick. Why don't you belong here? Of course you belong here. If you suffer with depression, anxiety, or anything like that, you are more than welcome here. Even if you don't, even if you just know somebody that suffers with it, you know, get involved. New Zealand. Steph is in Glasgow. Space cold helps depression. Why don't you belong in Massachusetts? I'm a missus. That's okay. You can still be a mate or buddy or whatever. I'm not sexist. Morgan, no, I haven't. I don't meditate. I've not tried anything like that yet. Is that true? I know a couple of people from Massachusetts, and they are really nice people. One of them is actually a police officer there. Vendetta. What you're talking about there is something that is seasonal depression. It's called SAD, and there is some treatments out there for that. If you have a look on my community page, I've put a link there to some light bulbs that are available on eBay. They are a massive help. 30 minutes to an hour exposure to one of these light bulbs turned on, obviously, it can alleviate some of your seasonal depression. It's fantastic. There's also some information there in the comments about that, about SAD. So yeah, have a look at that. It might be helpful for you. No, I understand it's not just SAD, but it may be a benefit is all I'm saying. Again, I am not a healthcare professional. I don't have any qualifications in dealing with depression and anxiety other than the fact that I've suffered with it for over 20 years. I'm here to help. I'm here to offer my advice based on my own experience, and hope that I can help others. Leonidas, I'm not sure about that. Morgan, I will have a look for that. It could be of help. It's not hard to help someone. It's quite easy to help someone. Just listen. That's all it takes. Dora, hello again. Good morning, France. Yes, I am British. Not many English people do this, I've found. Linda Goodwin, hi, welcome. Click that like button, guys. Subscribe. Let's get the word out there. Beat the stigma. It does do good to talk about depression and anxiety. It does not make you weak. My teeth says I'm British. I smoke. Simple as that. At least I have teeth. It's more than I can say about my hair. JK, I think maybe you're just being a bit of a dick, to be fair. What the fuck's teeth got to do with anything? I'm a person here that is trying to help other people with something that I suffer with myself. It's a terrible affliction. It's hard to deal with. I only have a little bit of hair. Yeah, JK, fuck off. So, I'm not against anyone with their own views. People are allowed to have views. It is what it is. If people feel better by coming here slagging me off, then so be it. Today's a good day, so I couldn't give a flying fuck. Perplexed. I have never been to therapy as such for depression. I did do a little bit of I don't know what the word for it is actually. Lisa, let me have a look. I'm not ignoring you. If I miss any comments, Chemical imbalance or environmental? For me, I think it's just a build-up of too many things that get too much and that my mind can't cope. So I would say it's chemical imbalance, because everything just is constantly bombarding my brain, and it's just too much. My current situation got worse from December when my dad passed away, and it sent me on a downward spiral. But it is what it is. I am trying to keep up with comments, so please forgive me if I miss any. I'm not being rude. I am 49. Phil, I understand that. I understand that completely. It is difficult, and you do try to avoid the bad. I find that if something is going on that is not great for me, it's not hard. It's not easy for me to deal with certain situations. I tend to disappear to my bedroom and hide under the duvet. Not literally hide, but that's my safe space. If something is going on where there's an argument that is about to ensue, I will go and get in the bath. I will take sort of a time out. That is a very good thing to do. Get back into your nursing career. I've been in the building trade most of my life, 30 years in fact. Yes, I go for a bath when I can't deal with an argument, say. My wife and I don't argue. It's very rare that we have an argument. But if things look like they're leading towards an argument, then I will remove myself from the situation. Lisa, yes, it's probably a bit of a combination of the two. A lot of it for me have been environmental in the past. Coffee. I don't know what I would do without coffee. Okay, guys, click subscribe. Click the like button. Let me see how many people we've got going. The amount at the top, it tells me how many people are watching. However, it's not a true number. So get clicking that button. Let me see them hearts come up. I want to see how many we've got. Do you suffer with depression and anxiety, or do you know somebody? I'm not seeing any hearts coming up, guys. Come on, do it. That's better. Keep them coming. Anxiety is awful. I struggled with anxiety for quite some time. I can't deal with people, which is really ironic considering I'm talking to people. Steph, take care. Have a lovely day. I'm not capitalizing on it. What I'm doing is trying to help other people. I am not doing this for myself. I'm doing it because I feel that my outlook, my anxiety, and me talking about all of them may help other people. Why do I want to help other people? Because I wish I'd had the help there. My craziest mental breakdown was 12 years ago, and a few things happened and it pushed me over the edge. I was sat on my bed after a couple of things had happened. I was rocking, literally rocking, and I was begging my then girlfriend, my now wife, not to let them take me away and hospitalize me. I was in such a state I could not even cope with anything. I couldn't cope with anything. I was just beyond help at that point. I just wanted to curl up in a ball. Perplexed. I wish it had been here for when I was at my lowest as well. The last 10 months for me have been horrible. Knowing that I will never ever speak to my dad again is the worst feeling in the world. And I didn't cope with it very well. Lisa, coming back to you, I apologize if I miss any comments. I'm not trying to. I'm not trying to be rude. My first episode was about 22, 23 years ago. And the cause of it was leaving my kids behind. I was in a situation where I moved away from my ex-wife, my first wife, and I had two daughters. Have two daughters. They were still very young. I moved away, and I was going back to visit them a couple of times a month because it was quite a long drive. So I would travel back and forth to visit them, and every time I left again, they would break their hearts. And my first wife said to me, I would like you to stop visiting them. I'm fed up of picking up the pieces when you leave. So I thought I was doing what was best for my children, and I agreed. I stopped going to visit. I only spoke to them on the phone. I realise now that was probably one of the biggest mistakes that I ever made. 10 years later, I got back in contact with my girls, physically able to see them, things like that. I would go and visit. And it was really difficult at that time to try and get my relationship back with my kids. They were unsure. They had been fed a load of bullshit over the years. I think what set me off with the depression was having a phone call from my mum one day. She had my two girls with her that day, and my eldest daughter asked my mum if I was dead. And that was the worst feeling in the world. So that's where it all stemmed from for me. That's where my depression started, I guess. Not having the contact with my kids at that time. I have a very, very good relationship with my two daughters now, which is really good. Yeah, people are strange indeed. Correct. I just did what was best at that time. Lisa, yes. I have overcome it in the past. I've suffered with depression for about 22, 23 years. I have not been in the position I'm in now all that time. I have built up a business in that time. I worked damn hard in the building trade for many, many years. I'm currently unable to work due to health conditions, not necessarily depression, it's actual physical health conditions. And that has been a really difficult thing for me, not being able to go back to work. Perplexed. I don't believe that she was doing it to be spiteful. I believe she thought she was doing the right thing at that time. She was seeing my daughters after I left and the state that they were in. They were completely heartbroken. So, yeah, I don't think that she was being spiteful. Have I ever thought it was something unseen, a curse or a spirit, something like that? No, no. I do believe in the paranormal, but I don't believe it's the paranormal that has caused my depression. The dead are not something to be feared. It's the living that we should be afraid of. Space, yeah. Maintenance, mental maintenance. I'm guessing you mean doing things that help improve your depression. I say improve. What I think I mean is reduce the amount of depression, the amount that depression makes you suffer. Marley, stop it. Stop it. Have you guys met my dog, Marley? That's not him. That's just a droid. Come here. Come here. Come and say hello. Up, up, up. Yeah. Come on. Come on. Up, up, up. He's a good boy. This is Marley. This is the guy that keeps me busy. He forces me to go out and take him for a walk. He's a good boy, aren't you? Yes, you are. He's an old boy. He's 11. A farm dog. Now retired. He's a good boy. He actually belongs to the farm down the lane. I actually live on a farm. He is a Springer Spaniel. Let me see some love for that dog. Come on. I'm not seeing any love hearts coming up. Come on, push him out there. Click subscribe, guys. Let's get the word out there. Let's help some people. I want to be able to help people by offering up my own issues. My issues are not important to any of you. I would never think that my issues were important to any of you. But if hearing about my issues gives you some insight to be able to work on your own issues, then I am doing what I want to do. I'm helping. If I can help one person, just one, beat depression, beat the stigma, then I'm a very happy person. James, I have actually been there. I will tell you a little story if you guys would like to hear it. So, I was at my lowest. I was by myself. I was living in a caravan in winter. It was absolutely fucking freezing. And I didn't feel I had anywhere to turn. I hadn't thought about the Samaritans at that time, funnily enough. I was sat in my caravan at my lowest, and I picked up a blade. I was sat holding the blade in my hands, turning it and turning it and turning it. And what I was trying to do, I was trying to figure out in my mind which would be the most effective, quickest, and the least painful way of ending everything. I'm not going to go into more detail than that. My wife walked in. At that time, she was my girlfriend. She walked in and she caught me and she said to me, "You've got children. Think about your children. They're the ones that will suffer when you're gone." And that's something that I want everyone to remember. It's your loved ones, not necessarily your children, but your loved ones that suffers after the fact. So if you feel that you have no other escape, my advice is to pick up the phone and speak to somebody, anybody. Doesn't matter what you talk about. You don't have to talk about how you're feeling. You don't have to talk about depression. You don't have to talk about anxiety. You can talk about anything. And just having that one conversation with somebody can change your whole outlook on life. And that is important because you do matter. You are important. No matter how you feel at that time, no matter how desperate you feel at that time, you can do some good in this world. And that is what is important. So don't ever, ever feel that you've got nowhere to turn. There's always somewhere for you to go. There's always something for you to do. You can do something in the future that may save somebody else's life. So don't give up. Don't forget, guys, click subscribe. I need to get as many subscribers as I can to get the word out there. The algorithm with YouTube means that I need likes, I need shares, I need comments, I need subscribers. I need this because I want to help people. I don't want to help myself. It is not about me. I really don't care about how many people know who I am on YouTube. It doesn't matter. What I need is for the algorithm to pick up the channel so that I can help others. And I will say thank you for doing that. Lisa, my dad didn't sing, but there are a couple of songs that are very important to me that remind me of him. Stop it. And there are a few songs that are important. Katie, thank you. James, I've obviously been through breakups. Don't let it rule your life. Lisa, that is exactly what I'm trying to do right now. And it helps me. It makes me feel less worthless, I suppose. There have been times where I've felt that I'm completely useless. I'm a waste of space, and yeah, I'm in a position now where I'm not feeling that way because I feel like being on here talking to you guys, just having a chat, is giving me I can't think of the word. My medication does this to me. It makes me forget words. I'm sorry. I apologize. Yeah, it gives me something useful to do, I suppose. James, don't try and act like the same man that you were. You're not. You're not. Purpose. Thank you, perplexed. Purpose. You're not the same man. You're a different person. Something like a breakup changes you. So don't ever try and feel like the person that you was. What you need to do is figure out the person that you've become, and you will get there. You will get there. It's hard to accept the change, but yeah, going through a breakup completely changes you. It makes you become somebody else. Different things matter to you in your mind. Oxygen, 10 years in prison kept me sane. Funnily enough, that actually makes sense. I wouldn't advise going to prison to beat depression, but it does make sense. It is effectively the same as going into a hospital. I'm guessing when you was in prison, you actually got some therapy, some help from a medical professional. Katie, my problem is people as well. If family come to visit, my own family live quite a long way away, but if my wife's family come to visit, I struggle. If there's more than 3 people in the room, I can't handle it. I've got to go to somewhere else, a different room. I'll often go and sit in the bedroom. Lisa, you are welcome. I hope that you have subscribed. We do this every morning at 10:30. Joe, hello, my darling. How are you? No nap, no nap. Do stuff. Are you good, Joe? Woke. I've done 30 years in the building trade, mate. Time to get a job. That's just bollocks, isn't it? I'm not working for a very good reason. So yeah. Joe, my hash arrived. The HHC hash. It's a CBD, not marijuana. It's CBD. Had a fantastic night's sleep last night myself. It was good. It worked. I was asleep before midnight. Would you believe? I added a very, very small amount to one of my smokes, and yeah, there was a little bit of a buzz with it, and not a high, but a little bit of a buzz, and everything just sort of went away. All the, the constant turning in your mind, trying to think of things and try not to think of things, it all just went away. Literally within a couple of seconds of lighting it up, I was just like, don't have to think about anything. it was all gone. It was like someone turned off a light switch. Yeah, it's really difficult. Joe, you missed out yesterday. We had almost 1,100 viewers yesterday. I couldn't keep up with the chat. Yeah, you would laugh. Thank you. I haven't forgot to get in touch with you about a collaboration either. We will do that. Yeah, we got loads and loads of subscribers yesterday. I'm really pleased. Obviously, as you know, it's not for me. I don't want to make out that I'm doing this for myself, because it's not for me. It does help me doing this, but it's for you guys. I want to say good girl, but I know that it will be misconstrued if I say good girl, and people look at that as sexual, and yeah, I don't mean it in that way. So yeah, okay. I'm not going to say any more. Chris, how are you doing? That's fantastic, mate. Well done. I hope it went well. I'm doing all right. Today's a good day. Just getting on with it, really. Normally, I cut this off at about an hour, but we're doing quite well. Loads of people interacting, which is good. Yeah, that's about right, to be fair. Tiny other things as well, but there we are. That's down to the medication. 3-bed semi. What's a 3-bed semi? The topic, mate, we're just talking about depression. We've touched on hash. My hash arrived yesterday, so I gave that a go last night. Yeah, we're just sticking to the subject, really, which is good. I did a little bit of an afternoon live yesterday. Yes, I am taking antidepressants. I take sertraline and pregabalin. So I did a bit of a quick live yesterday afternoon. Zoltar, testosterone. No, I don't do testosterone, mate. I do take herbal stuff, which helps, but the sertraline does have negative effects on your sex life. So yeah, it's a bit of a shame, but it is what it is. There are ways around that. Where did I get it from? I need some. I ordered it online from a place called Tealalab UK. That's TEALERLAB.UK. Katie, I take pregabalin as a nerve blocker. I had the joint removed in my shoulder not very long ago. And yeah, the pregabalin helps reduce the tremors in my hand. Now, guys, give me an opinion. I am growing my beard as a tribute to my dad. My dad had a beard his whole adult life, I suppose, except for when he was in the army. I never saw my dad without a beard, so I am growing it as a tribute. I don't know if I like it. I quite like the grey at the front. And I think when I get it to the length that my dad's was, I may change and go back to being clean shaven. But I don't know. What do you reckon? Space, yeah, he would actually. But I wanted to do this for him. It makes me happy to do this for him. Joe, keep it. I don't know. The wife hates it. Absolutely hates it. I've always been clean shaven or a little bit of stubble. I've never had a beard before. It is the first time I've ever grown it in my life. Zoltar, yes, the hash is CBD. It's not THC. It's HHC, actually. Yeah, she will get used to it. I think she is getting used to it, actually. She doesn't say much about it anymore. She doesn't complain that it's spiky anymore, which she used to all the time. There's always one, isn't there? Star, hi, welcome. Comments like that are what sends me over the edge. When I grew up, I was beaten on a daily basis. My sisters were sexually abused by somebody that was supposed to be a parent. So when I see people saying things like, it looks like you like kids, it knocks me really hard. And it makes me want to stab you, in all fairness. I don't advise people reacting that way. Yeah. You're a dick. You're a fucking dick. You may have just fucking ruined my complete day. Fuck you. Thanks. Ugh. 12 years ago, my wife's ex-husband decided that he wasn't happy of myself and my wife being together. So we used to go running in the park, and we'd do it daily, and it was the same time every day. So my wife's ex-husband decided he was going to be there. There was a football match going on at the time with a fuckload of kids. There was kids everywhere. All the parents were around watching the football match, and he decided, let's cause some shit. And he stood on one side of the park and was shouting paedophile across the park. And yeah, he knew me. He was supposed to have been my friend. which he seemed to be until the day I found out that he was shagging my girlfriend. So, funny story. My ex-girlfriend, and he lasted about 3 weeks. Angela, yes, he was a fuckwit, still is. And my wife and I have been together 12 or 13 years. So yeah, I apologise. That comment knocked me a little bit. I'm actually shaking in temper. Guy's a dick. I got one. Katie, did you go to the website I just told you? Angela, yes. Everything is fine now. My wife and I have got a fantastic relationship. I have nothing to do with him. So, yeah, all good. It's in the past. Katie, it is Tila Labs. No, Tila Lab. .uk. TEALERLAB. Joe, yeah. Do not pay for 24-hour tracked if you order from there. Just go for the normal delivery because mine took 4 days to arrive, even though I paid the extra for 24-hour tracked. It comes from France, I believe. I wouldn't recommend it normally. I'm not really into that sort of thing, but I thought, well, I'm fed up of sitting awake till 3 o'clock in the morning. So I gave it a go. Yeah, brain fog. I suffer with that. Pre-gabbling is the cause of it for me. Space, so many people do it. Most things I can deal with, most comments I can deal with, but things like that just are too much. You will probably notice I have a bit of a red mark there. It will carry on like that for a few days, and then it will scab over and go away. I have blocked him from the channel, yes. He will not be seen again. Yeah, I agree, Joe. What's the point? I'm glad to see you haven't gone for a nap. It's nice to have you here. Why do you need a nap? Tell me. User, yes. Very much so. I hope to see lots of subscriptions when I close this off today. So if you haven't already, click subscribe. Do so now, and show me some hearts to show me you've done it. Thank you. Naps feel good. Yeah, they do. I admit that. Star, that's awful, mate. I don't know if you're male or female, but don't take offence at being called mate. I'm English. I call everyone mate, buddy. Yeah. As Joe said, I don't want to advise people to do that, but Joe can because she's not saying it out loud. Give him a kick in. Fuck it. Right, an hour and a half. Do I keep going for a little while? I don't think I can actually. I think I need to get off here and take the dog for a walk. I may pop back later on this afternoon in a couple of hours and just have a chat. I do not publish my afternoon live chats. I only publish my morning one. Joe, thank you so much for joining us. I missed you yesterday. But yeah, I will go live again probably later on this afternoon. Thank you for joining. If you haven't already subscribed, please do so now. Actually, no, don't please do so. Bloody well do so. Get on that subscribe button. Let's get the word out there. IKEA, I don't want to ask. I don't do flat packed furniture. Thank you. I love my accent as well. Be glad it's me and not my brother. My brother sounds like a Scouser. We all know what them Scousers are like, don't we, Joe? Oh, the haters, go fuck yourself. Yeah, on that note, I'm going to go. Have a good day, guys. Hope to catch you this afternoon. If not, I will be here tomorrow, 10:30 UK time. Please do join us. And we can talk about pretty much anything you like. Take care, guys. Much love.